Welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So Hello Me is a comedic K-drama series with a little bit of sci-fi thrown in, and it's about this woman named Banhani who is 37 years old. She's going through a midlife crisis and absolutely everything is going wrong until one day she meets this young girl who just happens to be her 17-year-old self. And now we have our series. Now, this Netflix show is an ongoing series, so this is a 16-episode weekly series, and so far there's episodes 1 through 8, which is what I'm going to be reviewing here. And once this entire series is done, I'll do an overall review on it. Now, if you've not seen any of this, I highly recommend that you go watch it first because I definitely don't want to spoil anything for you, so I'm going to try my best not to have any spoiler material, but at the same time, I'm going to be talking about stuff that might be spoilerish, so that's your fair warning. Now, getting to the things that I absolutely enjoy about this series, it's just the overall story and heart that it has. You know, Banhani, you really feel for her. You know, she's going through a lot and pretty much no situation is going right for her. And then whenever they introduce her younger version, things get really interesting. I always enjoy these type of sci-fi movies, especially when they're like meeting their alternate self. But in this case, it's done in a very fun and light-hearted manner. But at the same time, there's also other things involved with this as well, because you discover why Banhani is the way that she is and kind of reflect back about who she was before. Getting to the second best thing about this is the overall characters and acting. The woman playing Banhani and her younger self, I absolutely love them. Their chemistry is so good and they're like the best thing about it. I really felt a lot for them whenever they're going through these things. And there's another character named Young-kwang, and he's basically the typical rich guy, but not. You know, he is quirky in and of itself. And then we also have other characters like Anthony. And so all of these characters in here, I really feel that they're memorable, they're funny, and they do serve a purpose. And they tie these two worlds together, and I think overall the characters and the acting is probably one of the best things out of this series and complements the story really well. And then the other thing that I absolutely appreciate about the series is the heart that comes with it. You know, even though you are laughing, you're going through a lot of funny things. Whenever it gets to those moments where you understand why Banhani is going through what she is, there is a lot of emotion there, you know, and so that's something that I did not expect. And it doesn't just come from Banhani, the older version, it just also comes from her younger version. So it's really cool to see that you're going to feel a lot more out of this than you would in most comedies. And then the final thing that I enjoyed about this is it's just a really fun series. You know, I really haven't gotten bored with any of the episodes, and as a matter of fact, I look forward to seeing each one of these episodes because I want to know what happens in the story. I want to know what happens to the characters. There's just so many good things about this series, so it's one of those that more than likely you're going to come back to over and over and still get a lot of laughs out of it. For the best value in domain names, check out Namecheap, where you can get a domain for an entire year for less than $10, plus get WhoisGuard privacy protection for free. For more information, check out the affiliate link in the description area below. Now, getting into things that I didn't like about it, if I had to think of one thing, it would probably be Yo-hyun. Even though they try to make him different from the stereotypical rich guy who's about to inherit a business, he's just more annoying than anything at this point. But as the series goes on, I could see that he's starting to develop more as a character because he does have a very important role in Banhani's past, present, and future. So hopefully he's going to be a lot more interesting as the series goes on. But other than that, I absolutely love Hello Me. This is a very fun comedy K-drama series, and it's one that I'll probably revisit over and over. And it's a series that I definitely want to see all the way through. And once I do that, I'll do my final review on it. But overall, if you're looking for a good time for a comedic K-drama with a little bit of sci-fi, then this is one that's definitely worth watching. So if you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And if you did want to see more of my Korean series or movie reviews, I do have an entire playlist. I'll leave that in the description area below as well. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. And if you're a creative geek like me, and you want to get exclusive access to more content that I don't put out here publicly on my YouTube channel, then join my Gold Content Creators group, where you're going to get content like this and more for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Gold Content Creators Group.